Hello, my name is Unmesh Brahme. I am a Yale World Fellow, founder of Sustainability CXO Partners Worldwide, an entity which I created recently on transitioning from HSBC, where I held the charge for the sustainability portfolio for the past 6 years. I have worked extensively in sustainability, community investment, social venture funds, social enterprises, a number of issues pertinent to communities, more specifically, a large body of work on climate change, both adaptation and mitigation. And I'm presently in the process of even institutionalizing my climate adaptation work through collaboration with Yale, through setting up of institute which will look at policy innovation in the area of corporate community interfaces and climate adaptation. As a Yale World Fellow at Yale University in the fall of 2009, I could work with a range of faculty, practitioner as well as academia to look at solutions and issues for problems of emerging economies like India, more specifically from the sustainability standpoint, but also from the standpoint of creating new financial models for investment and impact. I like the theme of the CRO Summit in Chicago this year. Essentially, it looks at impact and nothing else. It looks at measuring the impact and trying to build on successful case studies from around the world. I am a staunch believer in impact. I don't believe that you could have sustainability and CSR practice today without creating a well thought out mechanism of how you're going to create impact for your stakeholders. And I see plenty of problems in terms of how impact today does not happen. Therefore, the theme which you have for this year's summit in terms of measuring impact, in terms of designing impact, in terms of looking at return on investment, in terms of sustainability, and the various sectors you covered, such as financial sector, retail, companies looking at carbon disclosure, all these things are extremely relevant from the standpoint of creating a convergent platform to be able to drive impact. Prior to HSBC, I have also worked extensively in advertising, marketing, and brands, and have been responsible for setting up India's first cause-related marketing practice at Ogilvy and Mather, the well-known global creative ad agency. I worked extensively with community issues during my stint with Oxfam, on my projects with World Bank, Ford Foundation, and a number of not-for-profits in South Asia. Basically, all of this experience of over 19 years now leads me to believe that there is much which we need to do to take away sustainability from the realm of eyewash and fancy brochures to actual work. I would look at sustainability emerging out of a corporation's ability or a not for profit's ability to really resolve issues of poverty, issues of uh, fractured community fabric, issues of international relations, so on and so forth. As long as we don't look at this overarching theme of impact driving the manner in which we create sustainability platforms, I don't think we are doing any service to corporate social responsibility, to sustainability, to climate change, and n number of issues which we face as a community, as nations, as corporations, and as individuals. I also serve on a number of boards who I try and help in terms of creating the right strategic mix of approach, inclusion, and a fair amount of process which will create final impact in the lives of communities whom they serve. I sit on the board of Frontier Markets, which is a microfinance distribution channel. I, in fact, created microfinance for HSBC in India. I also sit on the board of Net Impact, a San Francisco based organization working relentlessly to provide sustainability thinking and sensitivity among students in business schools worldwide. I'm also on the board of PowerUp, a network of business schools and other university students in US wanting to create a community of donors to make microfinance reach its eventual goal of poverty alleviation. And I also sit on the board of Sesame Workshop in India, the famous educational television program which teaches children uh, various school subjects and positive abilities to live their lives through the famous intermediation of Muppets and Muppet based characters. Well, that's about me. I am going to be in Chicago, fortunately, between 1st and 5th of November. I find that the CRO Summit is scheduled for 3rd and 4th of November, and I'll be happy to come speak on issues pertaining to emerging economies, pertaining to sustainability processes and themes, pertaining to bottom of pyramid markets and how companies could tap those markets by being ethical yet being profitable, or maybe the other way around, profitable through ethics dimension. And I'll be happy to interact with various stakeholders amongst US corporations, not for profits, and communities to be able to indicate the manner in which sustainability as practice can be effectively driven from the impact perspective for emerging economies, which today constitute the majority of the world's population. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in Chicago.